2025 NFL Draft is less than 2 weeks away. The Arizona Cardinals have an opportunity to hopefully draft a superstar. But today we're going to be doing our 7-round mock draft, and we're going to try to do players that the Cardinals have already met with. So without further ado, let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack up that like button, subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we're covering the Arizona Cardinals news, breaking news, conversational pieces, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. But today, we are going to be doing our 7-round mock draft for the Arizona Cardinals. In less than 2 weeks from now is the 2025 NFL Draft, and I'm super excited about the Cardinals potentially adding some pieces here and hopefully making a playoff push, because we know how 2024 ended. It's not the way that all of us wanted to end, but hopefully we can build off of it. And it's a good place to be here for the Cardinals picking the 16th overall pick, because the Cardinals can go any which direction, right? We're seeing some ESPN guys out there saying the Cardinals can go wide receiver. We're seeing some guys out there saying the Cardinals are going to go corner. We're seeing some fans out there saying the Cardinals are going to go trenches, right? Offensively or defensively, or even front seven. So the Cardinals are picking in such a good spot, and we are in a good spot. So I think we got the privilege of actually going best player available on who falls to the Cardinals with the 16th overall pick. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get started here. We are going to be using the mock draft simulator here for PFF. And I ain't going to lie to you, we've seen some really weird things happen with these mock draft simulators. So we're going to have to try to roll with the punches and see exactly who falls to the Cardinals here at the 16th overall pick. Now, we're not trading back. We're not trading up, but trading back is definitely an option. We know how Monty Allsuport likes his draft picks. So let's see here. We got the 49ers want us to trade. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Nope, not going to happen. Okay, so right here, we're sitting with the 16th overall pick. A lot of good prospects still on the board right now. Kenneth Grant, Will Johnson, Luther Burton. I like Emeka Ibuka. Matthew Golden's still right there as well, which is a player that the Cardinals have been mocked with a lot of ESPN analysts, and I believe Mel Kiper did it as well. So, okay, here we are. What I'm going to do here in this specific situation, as you can tell, you see the needs there for the Cardinals: guard, DL, defensive line, as well as cornerback. These are going to be our picks for the 2025 NFL Draft: 16, 47, 78, 115, 152, and 225. So what I'm going to go this route, I think this is going to be my first mock draft, and I'm going to be mocking Will Johnson over to the Cardinals. This is a prospect that's very intriguing. 6'2", 202, arguably the best cornerback in this draft class. And the Cardinals right now, although I like our secondary with our cornerback, specifically with Garrett Williams, we don't know what the direction is. Are they going to primarily use him for like a nickel cornerback in the slot? You know, Max Melton, 2nd-round pick last year, I'm really high praising that he's going to obviously take the next step. But Sean Murphy-Bunting, a veteran, we don't know how long he's going to be with us. Maybe this is his last year. And then Starling Thomas V, right? So the Cardinals can hopefully very well use a potential lockdown corner. And maybe the Cardinals go this direction, right? Because we have used a top 30 visit on him. This might be the direction the Cardinals could potentially go after. Yeah, I think we're going to go corner this time around. So we are drafting Will Johnson over to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, we are going to potentially pause it right here. I'm going to try to do something we haven't seen before. We got Will Johnson there. I think the Cardinals can still very well use a very good edge rusher. And I think right here might be a spot where I could potentially maybe poach the opportunity for the Cardinals to bring in some talented guys if we can trade back up to the 29th overall pick. Now, their specific needs: edge, guard, running back, and cornerback. If we use our 47th overall, like getting a draft pick, I think that's what we're going to do. It's not going to affect this year, but next year it will. So let's go ahead and offer the trade on over to the Commanders. They accepted it. Okay. So is this realistic? We don't know, right? But we're going to be rolling with the punches here. So we got Will Johnson, and then I got the Cardinals trading up back into the first round. Now, whether this is going to be a guy that falls, we've heard some rumors out there that James Pierce Jr., because of the character issues, his draft stock has fallen. But to the extent of second round, probably not, right? I think we're going to go this direction. As long as the Eagles don't get there and he's there, I'm going to do all my best to get in front of the Eagles. I'm going to go after James Pierce Jr. and trade back up in the first round. Now, like I said, I wasn't going to trade up with the 16th overall pick, but that doesn't mean I'm not trading up that other pick. So right now, with where we're standing at here, we got Will Johnson, a trade up option here to get James Pierce Jr. And now we are going to wait what happens with the 78th overall pick. All right. Let's see here who else falls. Jalen Milroe goes. That's interesting. Chris Paul Jr. goes. Okay. So now we are sitting here with our cornerback, our edge of the future. And now we are taking a look to see who is on the board now. We got the 78th and the 115th, the 152 and the 225. Got a few players here. Okay. I think what I'm going to do here is I do like Joshua Farmer. I do like Jonas Avenea as well. So far, I've picked two guys that the Cardinals have met with. I'm going to throw in a wild card here and go after Jalen Knoll. I do believe that the wide receiving core needs to be addressed. I'm surprised that the Cardinals are running it back with the same wide receivers. I do like Greg Dortch as a lot, right? I think he plays bigger than his size. I think he's a dog, but I think it's time to see what we can do, potentially bringing in a guy like Jalen Knoll that can go ahead and spread the field, especially in the slot position, and that is primarily where he does play. Now, he can also do the outside as well, but I think slot is where he thrives, and I feel like the Cardinals can definitely very well use the services of a Jalen Knoll. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Welcome on over to the Arizona Cardinals. And now we wait for the 115th overall pick. So we will be doing a recap to kind of let you guys know exactly what we've done. I know there's going to be some players that's going to fall to the Cardinals at 115. So now let's see what happens here. So Kyle Williams here, he's not going to be there. So don't even think I'm not gonna get him. I mean, obviously we went after somebody else. He's not going to be there. He's got to get picked somewhere in the in the top like 60, top 70. So I'm gonna act like he's not there. But we're gonna figure out here to see who else the Cardinals could potentially go after. All right. Obviously, when it comes down to the top 30 visits, the Cardinals already, you're not going to get a top 30 visit in a lot of these guys here at the bottom. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Okay. Got a trade back option here. We got the Tennessee Titans wanting us to drop to 120, which I think I might actually do. Yeah, I'm going to drop back. Okay, let me just double check. Kobe Bryant still there. McLaughlin still there. There's a few prospects I really, really do like here. Okay. I think I might just pick because we're 152. That's kind of far back. I think what I'm gonna do here is I think I'm gonna go after. No, let's just accept the trade. Let's do that. Let's take the 188th. Take our 115. Offer trade. All right, they accepted it. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, so we've seen a few different things from this gentleman here. Is it Aeneas Peebles? I believe I seen him on the combine. He actually did look pretty darn good. Kobe Bryant's guy I really do like as well. Seth McLaughlin, man, I'm just so intrigued with him, especially with the center of the future. I think this is going to be the direction that we're going to go. I like Verholt. I really, really do. But if we're going to try to bring in somebody that's going to be the future for the Cardinals, let's go after Seth McLaughlin. I've drafted him before in a few different mock drafts as well, and that's the direction that we're going to go. Okay. And now we got a little bit here before we get a next pick. Let's go ahead and upgrade this, go a little quicker. Yeah, Kyle Williams being there is nuts. He's not there. Don't even act like he's not going to be there. So look, I don't even know why this mock draft. It almost kind of feels like the mock draft forgot that he was there. That's so wild. Okay, so with this pick, it's going to be a guy that the Cardinals have met with, and I think they really like him. And I really like him as well. He had a really fantastic combine. Ty Robinson out of Nebraska. 6 sacks, 11 hits, 25 hurries, 4 balls batted down, 6'6", 310. It's a no-brainer. We're bringing in Ty Robinson. All right. Now we got the 188th. And here's the thing. At one point, Ty Robinson, I was able to get him at the 225 pick. I'm glad that his draft stock went up because he's getting a lot of attention right now. Getting a lot of attention. So this is what it's looking like right now. We got an interior guy. We got a center. We got a wide receiver, cornerback, and edge. We're going to do another recap here pretty soon. Ooh, Connor Colby's there. Very well use a guard. Connor Colby. Allowed 2 sacks. Allowed 2 hits. Allowed 6 hurries. 6'6", 310. You want to bring in another guard. Right guard, too. He did play a little right tackle in 2022, but primarily is a guard. I think it's going to be the direction that we're going to go here. Can help out with the run game. Let's go. Connor Colby. You are a member of the Arizona Cardinals. All right, we got one pickup here in the 225. And like I said, before when we were doing these mock drafts, Ty Robinson was available at 225. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. I'm glad he's getting a lot more love. All right. Here we go. Our last pick. Last pick. Not going to get a safety. I really do like Rabbit. I think the Cardinals have a really good pickup with Rabbit. I think this pick right here, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take a flyer on maybe a potential like linebacker. That's a position I didn't really address, but I mean, they did pay Akeem Gaither Davis like what, $5 million a year. I think they're going to use him. So let's this direction here. I mean, it's just going to be a flyer pick here. It's going to be a flyer pick. A lot of these guys towards the bottom here are not going to really. Actually, Malachi Moore's here still. I know we don't need it. But it's like I said, a lot of times in the end part of the draft, a lot of those guys don't really make the team. So, flyer, right? We took a flyer. Okay. It's going to be grading it up here right now. Let's see what they give us. Oh, right. Here we go. We got an A. We got an A. Okay. And shame on PFF for giving us a C- for Ty Robinson. Shame on them. And shame on PFF for giving us a C- for Seth McLaughlin. That's crazy. Okay, anyways, let's do a real quick recap. We went ahead and got Will Johnson. Got an A+ on that, 16th overall. Got us up a cornerback. We did trade up with the Commanders, 29th. We gave him a second-round pick next year for the 47th, so we jumped up a lot to go back into the first round to get James Pierce, trying to get in front of the Eagles, but we got an edge of the future. You also got Jalen Null, which is going to be your slot wide receiver. You got a center of the future, Ty Robinson, completely went up draft boards. I was able to get him at 225, no longer, but got Ty Robinson. Cardinals use a top 30 visit on him. They like him. Connor Colby, A+ guard. We'll take it. And then Malachi more a safety. Like I said, that one was more of a kind of a flyer pick for us because obviously at the end of the day, I do like the current safeties that we got, and then we also got Rabbit as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your how your guys' thoughts are in this mock draft. Do you think it's realistic that the Cardinals do trade up for a potential, you know, edge if he's there and somebody's willing to deal? Let me know in the comments below. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, go Cardinals.